If you have a look back at some of my old videos, you'll notice that my harp technique has changed a lot over the last 2 or 3 years. And today I'm going to share a strategy that I've learned to make actual real changes to my harp technique, and changes that last. Hello everyone, I'm Christy-Lyn from Christy-Lynmusic.com, and welcome to Harp, where every Thursday we grow together in our musical journey as harpists. So, this feels like something really important that I'm sharing with you today. It's probably going to be a short video, but hopefully it's one that's going to free you up with applying some things that you've been knowing you want to change about your technique, but that you've just been struggling to actually make those changes stick. So an example, I'm gonna show you an example of what I've been doing. I'm gonna use again my Wild Mountain Time arrangement, which is freely available. So if you want to download that, there'll be a card that's showing, and I'll also put the link in the description box down below, because that's a lovely advanced beginner arrangement for singing and harp, or you could use it with flute or violin if a friend is playing, or even another harpist playing the melody. And let's have a look at how I applied this. So, for example, I used to curl my fingers up when I played a lot more than I do these days, and I knew that I wanted to change my technique to have my fingers coming down into the palm of my hand and my thumbs coming over, and it was something very difficult for me to change. So what I started doing was I was performing twice a week at a hotel restaurant, and I was performing pieces that I knew very well. So I decided that for the whole evening, this one evening, I was playing 3 sets of 45 minutes. Every time I was playing, I was not only going to be thinking about the content of the music, because these songs were familiar to me, I was going to think about just the movement of bringing my fingers into the palm of my hand, that correct technique that I was trying to teach myself. And the whole evening, every time I played a song, I would just think about that one thing I wanted to change about my technique and put that into practice every time I was playing. And over a little while of thinking about this, you can see it in my videos, my technique has changed. And I shared this with one of my students the other day, and I realized as I was saying it that this is maybe something that other people didn't know about. So what I would suggest you do, if there's one thing you want to change about your technique, or maybe there's a few things, as you're playing through a little section of your piece or the whole piece, think about just applying that one thing. Maybe for you it's having your thumbs up rather than having them down. So the whole time you're playing through, you'll be looking at those thumbs. I'm looking at my thumbs. Or if you're playing from sheet music, that also works. You don't have to only look at it, you can feel it. Feeling those thumbs bending over. Or maybe for you it's, what else could it be? Following through all the way into the palm of your hand. I don't always do that, so that's something I need to look at. All the way through. So I just play the whole song thinking about that one thing. And then if you have something else you want to change about your technique, or that you need to change about that particular piece, maybe you need to look at the dynamics of your piece. Then you play it through again in a separate time thinking about the dynamics. So what we're doing then is we're not overwhelming our brain by trying to apply all the things your teacher told you to change, or all the things you yourself are wanting to change at once, because it's very hard for me to think about changing the dynamics, keeping my thumbs up, keeping my fingers down, elbows out, or whatever it is, wrists down, all at the same time. So play through your piece a few times, or a section of your piece a few times over, and every time think about a different thing about your technique. So then I can play through it again and think about my wrists being down. And I play through the whole song, or just a section, thinking about my wrists. Oop, there it came up a little bit. So I want my wrists to be down more. And that's what I would suggest. Give that a try, see if it frees you up, and with some time, I'm sure you could make some real changes to your technique. This is a way for you to be able to break those bad habits that you might have developed with your harp playing, because sometimes we may know that we have a bad habit, or we may know that we want to change something, and we even know what we need to change it to, but we just don't make a lasting change. So hopefully, today is the day that you can start to make that lasting change with your technique. So all the best with that, and please put a comment down below if this has helped you, and if you have any other questions that you'd like some help with strategizing about how to apply it. And I'll see you again next week, Thursday. Make sure you subscribe so that you get notified of new videos. Thanks so much. Bye!